Today is January 23rd and we have got the cement truck up the hill and we are working on pouring the concrete for Pine Point, which will be our communal fire pit area for the glamping portion. So you can see here the guys have poured the concrete and are smoothing it out. The center hole is 4 foot deep and that will hold our fire pit. If you saw previously, we have some conduit that will allow for water to drain out of the fire pit and for us to install some low voltage lighting around the fire pit as well. With the extra concrete, we are setting a foundation for a 4 foot wall for some additional seating around the fire pit. Now that we have our concrete poured and smoothed, we have our stonemason team up here working on installing our 4 foot retaining wall to allow for some additional seating around the fire pit. Here they are customizing the stones to fit our space, and while they work on that, the rest of the team is working on installing our electricity lines for the low voltage lighting that will run under the fire pit. Here he is pushing the cord through, and once it makes it to the other end, he will pull it tight and we will be ready to roll for installing some low voltage lighting for nighttime. And here is the finished product with the 4 foot retaining wall. Next up, we've moved the cement truck down to the bottom of the hill and brought in Rocket City to help us pump this cement up the hill about 400 feet so that we can start securing our posts for the glamping tents. What you see here is the cement being poured into the truck that is pumping the cement up the hill and through this hose and is leading into the holes where we are going to be securing our post for the glamping tents. So you'll see that the cement has made it all the way up and we are just working on filling all of these holes so that our glamping tents will be nice and secure. Once all of our posts are secured with concrete, the next step is laying the subflooring on the tent platforms. Once the subflooring is complete, the next step is building the back porch for the glamping tents, which is what the team is working on here. Now that we have the subflooring and back porch complete, we set up the tent pole platform so that we could take some measurements before we start building the roof. So you can see the other 3 or 4 tent platforms going up the hill and another one down here to the left. So now that our tent pole is up, we will be able to measure for our roof. And here is a sneak peek of the beginning process of the roof, which will have metal added to it in the coming days.